made you realize how broken the system really is? My daughter got expelled for threatening a teacher when she asked if she could use the bathroom during a lockdown drill. Emma had been sitting in her chemistry class for 45 minutes during what they called a realistic active shooter simulation. No bathroom breaks allowed. She finally raised her hand. Mr. Peterson, I really need to use the restroom. Can I please? Absolutely not. This is a serious drill. But I've been holding it for almost an hour. I'm going to have an accident. Then you should have thought about that before the drill started. Emma's face turned red. This is ridiculous. What if I just leave? That was it. Mr. Peterson wrote her up for making threatening statements during a safety drill and undermining school security protocols. The write-up was 3 pages long. He claimed Emma had aggressively questioned authority during a critical safety procedure and showed potential for violent non-compliance for asking about the bathroom. 3 days later, Emma was expelled. The principal, Mrs. Chen, called it a zero-tolerance violation. She said threatening to break protocol during lockdown drills showed dangerous disregard for student safety. I couldn't believe it. My honor roll daughter was being kicked out for having a full bladder. I demanded a hearing. That's when things got interesting. I requested all security footage from that day. The school tried to refuse, claiming safety protocols, but I threatened legal action. They finally handed over the files. That's when I found out Mr. Peterson had left the same drill early the week before. Why? His coffee got cold. The security footage showed him casually walking out mid-drill, going to the teacher's lounge, microwaving his lunch, and eating a sandwich while students sat locked in classrooms. 23 minutes. No write-up, no consequences, nothing. But it got worse. I found footage from 4 other drills. Same pattern. Peterson would stay for 10 minutes and disappear to grade papers, make phone calls, or chat with other teachers in the hallway. Meanwhile, students sat in silence for hours, some wetting themselves rather than risk breaking protocol. I compiled everything into a presentation. Photos, timestamps, witness statements from other teachers who'd seen Peterson's routine violations. The hearing was scheduled for the following Tuesday. I showed up with my lawyer, my evidence, and a room full of other parents who'd heard about the case. Mrs. Chen opened with her prepared speech about maintaining safety standards and consistent enforcement. Then I stood up and played the footage. The room watched in silence as Peterson strolled out of drill after drill while their kids followed rules he ignored. Mrs. Chen, I said, you expelled my daughter for asking to use the bathroom. This footage shows Mr. Peterson violated protocol 27 times in 2 months. Where's his expulsion letter? The principal started stammering about different circumstances and teacher discretion and professional judgment. Different circumstances? He left to microwave leftover pizza while my daughter needed to pee. Other parents started shouting questions. How many teachers break these rules? Why are kids held to higher standards than adults? Who else got expelled for less than this? Mrs. Chen tried to restore order, but parents were pulling out their phones, recording everything. That's when Peterson himself walked in, apparently unaware of what was happening. He took one look at his coffee break footage playing on the projector, and his face went white. Mr. Peterson, I called out. My daughter asked about leaving for the bathroom. You said it was unacceptable, but you left for cold coffee. Explain that. He opened his mouth, closed it, then turned around and walked out without saying a word. The room erupted. Parents were demanding answers about selective enforcement, double standards, and why their tax dollars funded a system that terrorized children while coddling incompetent staff. Mrs. Chen ended the hearing abruptly, claiming new information needed review. 2 days later, Emma was quietly readmitted with a full apology and expunged record. Mr. Peterson suddenly took early retirement with a nice severance package that the district tried to keep quiet. But the story spread. Other parents started requesting footage from their kids' schools. Turned out Peterson wasn't unique. Teachers all over the district routinely violated the same protocols that got students suspended or expelled. 3 months later, the entire lockdown drill policy was rewritten with equal standards for everyone. Teachers now follow the same rules as students, with the same consequences for violations. Turns out they didn't want parents asking why bathroom emergencies are expellable offenses while coffee breaks are teacher privileges. The system only works when the people running it think no one's watching.